shootings in Springfield continuing now for a fifth day. Officers at the intersection of 13th and Cass. Walk with me a little bit. I want to show you some things over here. First of all,
hundreds of thousands of lives could be saved if only we did the right thing.
Leslie Legg takes us to Washington Park for tonight's Music in the Park.
This top apartment up here, that's where firemen tell me that the fire started. You can see people inside.
They tell us where we are, where to go, and when to slow.
Shantel was actually starting quarterback in high school.
I was.
Yeah.
That's not true.
There you go.
That's our time for Nightside.
As we inch closer to the March 18th primary, you can bet we will hear more from each of them. One tornado victim turns volunteer, while another isn't sure where he will sleep tonight.
I'm going to call you Old Faithful, but take it as a compliment.
Just call me Faithful. I feel old already.
I knew that was coming.
In Iraq, the leader of extremist rebels there, making what's believed to be one of his first appearances captured on video.
With this much snow coming down in such a short amount of time, there are bound to be problems.
Two cool things we saw here this weekend. The two of us.
Absolutely.
And the 4th of July weather.
Miley.
Coming, Mommy.
Snacks,
Thanks.
school lunch, and school supplies.
So grab a different pen.
There's no pens.
The costs add up, and so does the paperwork.
There's a difference also between delinquency and arrearage.
Every single parent waiting on the wheels of justice to turn in his or her favor has piles of them from this place, the State Department of Healthcare and Family Services.
These ones, I can't find the one that says he's getting Social Security.
For her two daughters, aged 9 and 12, Sabrina Frakes is owed nearly $30,000 total in child support.
It's a nice trailer and a car for sure.
This mobile home park in Springfield is where she and her children live. The father of her two girls, Cornelius Talbert, hasn't seen those kids in years.
How do you think they've survived in the last year since you've not paid them anything?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I can't say I don't care. I mean, I do care, but I know they're not struggling.
From the mobile home where they live and receive disconnect notices nearly every month, Frakes disagrees. Talbert lives at this house in Dawson, where he says his new girlfriend picks up the tab.
I'm disabled, so, I can only do what I can.
Twice denied Social Security, he is trying again, but he isn't exactly remorseful about the money he owes in child support.
I'm gonna be in debt for the rest of my life with that woman, and she knows it, okay? You just gotta accept it. I'm accepting it. I'm gonna always owe her some back child support. That's how it goes.
Do you feel any way about that?
I feel fine.
Frakes says if Talbert would pay the support he owes, she could get off of government assistance and her kids could have a better life. Across the nation, there is $116 billion in unpaid child support. Statewide, $3.2 billion is owed to more than 338,000 families. Here's a look at how much is owed in local counties.
I want to give them everything I can, but if I have nothing, what can I give?
Making non-custodial parents pay the piper isn't as easy as it might seem. We'll explore that in part 2 of this special report. In Springfield, Shantel Middleton, ABC News Channel 20.
Good evening. A motorcyclist and a passenger killed in a crash this afternoon on I-55 northbound in Springfield. It happened near the Stevenson and Dirksen exit around 2:45 this afternoon. The motorcyclist died at the scene. A man to remember. Former U.S. Senator Alan Dixon passed away this morning from heart failure. ABC News Channel's Odalis Suarez reports now on how his legacy will live on. Republican Mark Kirk now holds the seat. In a statement today, Kirk called Dixon, quote, a dedicated public servant. He goes on to say, in Iraq, the leader of extremist rebels there making what's believed to be one of his first appearances captured on video. The video identifies this man. For now, the fighting has stayed out of Iraq's capital city, Baghdad. Security forces there, though, say that will likely change. Arwa Damon takes a look at the front lines in Baghdad and the weak links exposed so far. And in Ukraine, pro-Russian insurgents driven out of a key stronghold in the eastern part of the country say they are not going quietly. Ukrainian forces were able to force the rebels out of the largest city in that part of the country Saturday. Insiders say the move suggests the country finally has the means to restore order there. Rebels, though, say they're not going down without a fight. They say, quote, we will fight to the end because we have nowhere left to retreat. Springfield nightlife doesn't offer many opportunities for young people. It's an old complaint, but tonight a new solution. An organization in the capital city working to change that. ABC News Channel's Rebecca Thurston live in studio with more. Rebecca.
I have never been ashamed to say I'm a part of the Mason City community until now.
It is home to the 2013 boys 1A state champs and now do a whole lot of controversy too.
He's an educator in our school district. And for us to treat him the way we treat him, what are we showing our children?
Just last Monday, June 30th, Coach John Giesler retired from his job as athletic director of Illini Central High School in Mason City. A week later, the coach who led the school to state says he came back to this.
It hurt. It's a lot of things there, a lot of memories there. And it was, I felt violated, to be honest with you.
Family photos and priceless mementos thrown in with the garbage. He says his daughter snapped photos in disbelief.
They weren't stacked in there. They had just been, and there were trash cans with trash bags inside them, and everything was thrown in them.
We sat down with Superintendent Lori Harrison.
I will continue to make decisions based on two things: what's best for kids and what's best for the Illini Central School District.
With photos and the former athletic director's story, we asked Miss Harrison flat out. Did you do that? Did you throw his things in?
No, I did not. I went into the school district's athletic director's office on July 3rd, 3 days after he no longer was AD, to begin the process of ensuring that our sports programs will continue uninterrupted as they do begin in about a month.
Harrison says she can't get more specific. Parents, though, say she must.
I know we have boxes in that school. Why would we throw somebody's personal stuff into a trash cans?